Previously on the Doki Doki Literature Club.
I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed.
Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. That should do it. Finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Hi, Yuju.
Sayori! Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Yuju. I just stopped by to say hi.
Decisions. Well, let's go with friends.
Alright.
The Sayori is a little toxic.
Okay.
Conveniently showing up when you're trying to get close to Yuri.
Mm-hmm. It's the day of the festival. You're a freaking liar.
What?
You said there would be a big event in this game before the festival.
Yeah, I did. I guess.
The end. I got the bad ending. An execution has exception. An exception has occurred. Alright, with this video, we are having another giveaway on our Discord. Every 2 weeks, we have giveaway. We give away free PC games. If you're interested, join our Discord. Find other people to play with. Enter our giveaways. Thank you. We're back! Back with part 5. Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's do it. Okay. So we got bad ending last time. This new thing at the top where it says used to say new game. Should we click on that? See what it does?
Yes.
Because, I mean, we can still load.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Far back could be so.
Now, if it... well, whatever. Let's just do it. Might take a while to get back to where we were. Or not. Because...
This is New Game Plus.
Yeah, it's it's new and improved. There's Oh, okay.
Oh. Is this gonna be drastically different? Should we continue from here? Or is this just a new game?
I mean,
it would make sense if this is just a new game, so that you can actually start a new game.
What if I told you that you can't start a new game?
I see a annoying girl. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Isn't that a god? From, like, Native American lore? Yikes.
oh, she's cute.
Okay. Yep. It's an ordinary school day.
Like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Or something like that. So, like, some guys. Some waifu.
Is this legit playing through the whole entire game now? Again? But Sayori's not in it.
Somewhat. Not quite.
Not
Not quite.
You can tell me So I don't make the mistake of playing through the whole freaking game again, except Cyray's not in it.
It's not the whole game again.
Do I continue from here, or do I load back?
Continue from
Before-
Continue from here.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Do
continue.
you want to save here? Make another save? That way, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just because.
It erased my old save.
Well, I guess.
I couldn't
Guess you're
even
stuck.
load
Guess
back.
you're stuck.
So I can't save Sayori no matter what.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Oh no.
I mean,
Dadgummit.
you know,
Can't save Sayori. Unless I reinstall the game.
Yeah.
Or download a save off the internet. Or write my own save.
write your own, yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
I always tell myself, oh yeah.
Actually, yeah, saves are pretty simple. You probably could write your own. Because it's just the decisions you made and this part of the game that you're at, right?
Yeah.
But I have no motivation to join any clubs. So in order for me to meet girls, I gotta join a club. Is the regular school classes not co-ed? Or is it just, there's all the girls in my classes suck?
You just black out during class.
I just sleep through it.
I think it's just not a good place to meet people.
That's why you never, like, remember.
Not a
the
good
school
school's
day.
not a good place to meet people.
I mean, the clubs at school might be, but dude, if you're in class, like,
I think I'd rather hang out with the kids that don't go back to school afterwards. The kids that are only at school for school.
okay, in Japan, clubs are mandatory, I think.
Holy frick.
I think. Also, clubs meet.
But I have
in the
no
middle of-
motivation to join a club.
Or no, clubs aren't necessarily mandatory, but clubs, you have a club period in the day. So, if you're part of a club, you meet, like, in the middle of the day at your club.
Or I
And
just
at the end of
go
the
and
day,
hang out at the
Potentially,
Wawa.
like, some days you meet at the end of the day.
Or I just go hang out at the Wawa during club period.
Yeah, if they let you do that.
Okay.
I don't think they have Wawas in Japan.
Let's see if I can join a different club than that freaking poetry
I
club.
got that.
I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Is that how that works? There's no girls in the anime club? I would think, at least like here in America, there's probably more girls in the anime
I
club.
think they actually started an anime club at Winter High.
And were there girls in it?
And I want to censor that. But,
Oh no, people are gonna find where you grew up.
yeah. Anyway, probably. It's probably, like, half and half. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been after I left, so. But that would be my guess.
How can they freaking have an anime club when they
In-
don't have any
in-
freaking workshops at that
In
school?
Japan, they definitely wouldn't have a lot of girls in an anime club.
Yeah.
This school day is as ordinary as ever. Wait, why would they definitely not have any girls in the anime club?
Because it's not cool. They think it's lame. It's cartoons for kids.
Is that how they see anime in Japan?
No,
That's how
that's
I
how
see
they
it.
pretend to see it. That's how they act. But
I thought anime was like just regular entertainment in Japan.
it is. But it's not cool.
It's like
not cool like
watching tiny
SpongeBob.
little
Watching
puppies.
anime is nerdy.
It's not cool
It's
like SpongeBob.
I guess, yeah, sure.
I didn't know that. Wow. So it's just Japan's just full of people that aren't cool.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. They all watch anime. They're just
Yeah.
nobody's cool in Japan.
Right. What I'm saying is that
Anything outside of work is not cool in Japan, right?
actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I did know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Also, maybe I shouldn't say that.
They're like, oh wow, you're staying late after work to work extra hard and make sure all the work's done. Good for you. You're
Cool.
You're doing.
Yeah.
You're a really impressive individual.
All the ladies want you.
You know, you don't get paid overtime. So,
Do you get paid when you work overtime?
no. Most places in Japan don't pay overtime.
So you stay overtime, you're not making any more money
No.
than if you didn't work any overtime at all.
But you're cool.
But you might move up because you're a kiss ass.
Yeah. And people's image of you is improved because they see that you're a hard worker. Even if you're not really doing anything, you're just there at work. Because that's kind of the way they treat it. They're like, they don't actually necessarily care that much that you're actually working. Just seeing you at work, like every day. And like people don't take their vacation just so that they can be at work, even if they don't need to be. Because there's such a like idea around just being present all the time and just showing that you're dedicated to your work. It's kind of stupid. This is why I would never want a job in Japan.
No.
I would love to be an independent worker in Japan, but not working for a company.
Italy is the opposite.
Yeah.
I'd much rather work in Italy.
Yeah.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I'm depressed now, dude. Man, I'm in the role of a
Yeah.
Japanese kid,
Mhm.
and now I hate my life. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Who's that? Who said that? Which of you is unknown?
I'll be unknown. Yojo?
Wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
RedBlueGreene's unknown. Monica.
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
She's infiltrated the anime club.
I don't think
You
you're there
haven't
yet.
gone to the anime club. You just decided to go.
No. Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. So we do know classes are good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club.
I had a mustache hair in my mouth.
Yummy.
Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like there's nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry.
But in the case of this club, it is just poetry.
And cupcakes.
Oh, and
Yeah,
cupcakes.
you read the
I forgot about that.
Also, you write poetry, so but you read Yuri's book.
Yeah, Yuri had that book.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Yuri.
No,
not
that's
Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Oh, Natsuki does that?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Whoa. Who would have imagined? That's insane. A female.
Is Natsuki... Oh wait, no, she didn't even say Natsuki yet.
No,
she?
okay.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Yojo. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome.
I see how this is. This playthrough, I've stepped up my game.
Yeah.
No longer
You don't have
Sayori.
Sayori holding you back.
Now I'm going for the big leagues. Monica.
You're really sweet, Yojo, you know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Ooh.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. So, can I make it a goal in each playthrough to kill off one more character?
I guess so. But how many playthroughs are we doing? You gonna do 4? Kill every...
You told me it's shorter each time. Or at least this time it's shorter, right? You lying to me?
It should be shorter.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and
There might be
upstairs.
more text in this playthrough than the last one.
Gosh. Even without Sayori. And Sayori's
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
There is probably more text in this playthrough. In this,
do you know how much time we've already spent on
don't
this?
worry about it. It's fine, dude. It won't take longer.
Keep
I
going.
promise.
How does that make sense? A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. What year am I in? Monica, full of
Probably
energy,
third.
swings open the classroom door. Then wouldn't I have been here pretty often? It says it's used for third year stuff.
Yeah, but I don't.
Maybe it's the 4th year.
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. And a guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy?
I'm a boy,
Oh yeah, she did say that. The first
so I'm
time.
not a man.
Okay, I guess so.
That's good. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Yojo.
All words escape me in this situation. This club
It's full of
is
incredible-
full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
There's some of the same lines in this as the last.
Because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't like Groundhog Day. not to play it. I don't want to play Groundhog Day.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Yojo in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club.
That's how that.
Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
Whoa. Respect the chain of command. She's not even vice president.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just a poor little member. I was going to, well, you know...
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Here we go again.
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Yojo?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Don't sit next to Yuri again. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Thank goodness.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
So she likes to put out.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
She just...
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Yojo, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, but what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. Give that back.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Yojo?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
And what's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by it, but I never made any decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances back. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Yojo. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Is it just as fun as the first time?
No. It might be worse.
At least you don't have Sophie. She was annoying.
Are there the same amount of days I had to go through?
No.
We have to go through all this stuff all over again?
No. Well,
These are all the same lines
There is a
we
lot.
already read.
there is a lot to get through, but
Yeah.
it's not quite as much. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Yojo?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Yojo, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Yojo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have locked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about everything, anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to chess. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Sounds like he's got some daddy issues.
I don't think that.
No. I don't think
Oh, I
that's-
didn't even. Did you?
Yeah, first.
Okay.
You don't think that's daddy issues?
No, I don't think that
Sounds
was
like his
your
dad, like, you know.
I think that's Natsuki.
Yeah.
That's Natsuki?
I think so.
Did I, like, fell in my bag or something? Why are there only two girls? Monika's not a part of this?
I guess
I don't
not.
think she was a part of the last time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't swoon Monika?
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
If
think
I
she
can't
was-
swoon her, I probably
She's
can't kill her off.
probably gay.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Treasure. Raindrops. Awesome. Music. Rain cloud.
You're just doing the same.
Ambient.
Okay.
Melody.
Gotcha.
Milk. Misfortune. Fluffy. Sensation. Strawberry. Hop. Heartbeat. Shopping. Vanilla. Graveyard. Dark. Sticky. Dance. It's not a bad poem.
Hi again, Yojo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Yojo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Yojo. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Is the background?
It's tilted.
Yeah, okay. I thought it
Yeah.
was tripping.
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Maybe my head's just tilted.
And she's not, like,
She's just
anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Politely,
Wait.
please.
I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica!
Whoa.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Is Monica reading her manga? Even though she's making fun of manga? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Gyojo. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated, feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Moe?
Yeah,
It's like a genre.
means cutesy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read from the beginning?
Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying any attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I've never heard that saying. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of closer. I'm already kind of a loser. So I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah.
I guess that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
What is this?
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. When it's black text like that, does that mean reading someone's mind?
No.
I don't think
It
that
would kinda make
dialogue is
sense.
supposed to be
Kind
there.
of. Sort of. Not really.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki!
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey!
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay?
I broke her.
Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar.
She needs the Snickers.
She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give me...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Yojo. She's fine. It just happens every now and then.
She's diabetic.
That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I share my poem to first? Let's go with Monica.
Natsuki probably needs a minute still.
Yeah. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Yojo. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Yojo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Yojo.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Here we go again.
And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then I'll always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Should I bring a steak to school?
Yeah. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength that shuts down.
Can I call it Child Protective Services?
Probably should. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know?
Wow. Yeah. Hey girls out there. Any girls watching this right now. Some guys are into petite girls, so just don't eat ever.
Starve
Just
yourself.
starve yourself. Be not malnourished.
Lose a few of those pounds. Come
Sunfire's tip of the day.
Yeah.
JK.
on.
Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
The same poem she wrote before about a freaking glory hole.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
this
it's
time.
different.
Is it different?
She's
It's
like,
different.
I realize he's not looking at me. I'm looking out at him or something like that.
I said
remember
that last time. Oh,
Didn't it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This poem is about a glory hole.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one? I don't think I want to know this.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure I've always thought that epiphany has an M in it. Like epiphany.
What?
I think I've always been saying that.
Okay. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, Your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
And it was the point of sharing it in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
She liked the poem.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's
Retort.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Solid poem.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
out of 10.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that from her. Who should I show my poem to next?
Well, Robert, you didn't even let him make the decision.
Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. So, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate.
I noticed something.
What?
Do you know how it says that you can skip text that you've already read?
Yes.
And the skip button isn't lit up when you're reading new text?
What, really?
Yeah.
Well, when you say lit up, you mean like
So
straight up.
you're saying we could just not read these ones?
You could click skip and it would go to the next text that's different. That like wasn't the same on the first thing.
Really?
Don't
At that
know
skip.
if that's a good idea,
I
though.
believe so.
Should we try it once?
Sure. Well, how about we just press spacebar? Just skip the lines, go through them, rather than just jumping to.
That's less effective because you could skip over stuff that's different.
Yeah, that's true.
No, because I'll just look for the skip thing when it's lit up.
What's the point if you're already skipping the text anyway?
So, like, get a refresher on the text?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know how fast
It would
this
be
is.
nice if we don't have to keep reading everything.
Yeah.
This way, the viewers, if they want, they can just slow the video down,
Yeah,
read it
put
for
on
themselves.
speed.
So the skip is gonna look different when it's new.
Yeah, I think it goes like
It
light.
grays out.
Yeah, it like grays
It's
out.
like you can't click it.
Yeah.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
That one's the
Yeah,
same.
that was the same.
Yeah.
Take on time to read.
Maybe we should just be clicking skip.
Yeah, because otherwise we're kind of sitting here in silence, like,
Yeah, my concern is how much is the skip gonna skip?
It's like, okay, all right, I see it. Whoa,
Well, that
you gonna
one's
read your line?
very
oh,
much.
it's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that
I don't even know what I think.
we like the poem.
Ah,
Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I'm pretty sure I've read this before. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. It wasn't an official literature club until I joined.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Yojo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Yojo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Yojo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No, I was full of... If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh.
The music is getting faster.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I noticed the music would sound different.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Yojo started showing up. Sorry, okay.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Oh, I thought you were just falling asleep.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for some of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself?
No, I did that earlier.
Yeah,
In the
you got it.
garden. I'm the one that accused her.
What the is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Yojo hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Fight! 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 Fight!
Yojo, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
I don't know what that said.
Not okay.
Anybody here a speed reader?
Oh, wait.
Okay, Natsuki or Yuri.
Something about how you don't know how you ended up in this place, but whoever you choose, something, I don't know. You're welcome.
So what do I choose? What do I choose? Find out next time.
You gotta